can never smell that smell again.
I've replayed it in my head so many times. The timeline is not, I'm not sure how quickly it happened.
For the Blades family, December 2nd was already an eventful day.
I had taken Allie, our 17-year-old daughter, down to Willow Creek to have surgery.
I was walking to class. It's the beginning of finals week.
Dad's always rushing me out of the house to get to basketball practice because they say I always need to be there at 7.
But when Josh Blades came home from taking his daughter to practice, everything had changed.
As I was pulling in, I could see the fire through the kitchen window.
According to the fire investigator, everything was from the stove origination. There was a grease pan there, and my husband, from him telling me, tried to put it out.
I thought about grabbing a quilt, and then it was raging so hard at that point. It was hot. I looked over on the kitchen table, and there was a bathroom mat that we had just pulled out of the laundry, and it was thick. I thought, okay, well, there's a chance that this might help, or smother it out, but I threw it on there and it just shot a hole straight through it and melted it to my hand a little bit.
After trying to put the fire out, he immediately began searching for their 4 dogs.
Turned the corner, yelled for the dogs. I didn't hear anything. I just didn't see them up there. I don't know how long. It's so hard to figure out how long I took upstairs yelling for them. I guess the dogs are downstairs because we have a dog door and a big fenced-in yard that they can run around in. So I thought for sure, okay, they're down there.
After throwing some of the family's belongings out the front door,
I grabbed my computer, which it has all my CAD drawings on it for the shop, for the business, and took off downstairs looking for the dogs, and they weren't there. So I ran back upstairs. By the time I did, it was just pure black smoke at the top of the stairs, and I could hear one of them moaning. I didn't know where they were. I started to go up. I stuck my head in the smoke, and there was just no way. I mean, there's no way I could have held my breath long enough to do anything.
He ran back downstairs to his guitar repair shop, saving his customers' instruments on the way out the back door.
Then I ran back around the front, and I thought, well, maybe. And I popped the front door. I just shut it immediately. It was so hot. My first trip downstairs is when I dialed 911 and asked for the fire department to get here.
Meanwhile, Josh's daughter Allie was preparing for surgery.
We had just got her dressed into her gown when my husband called, which typically we don't call, we typically just text. When I answered, he was sobbing, just the house is burning down, and I said, I'm sorry, would you say that again, please?
Laura and Allie Blades hurried home, while Josh sat in his neighbor's yard as Bella Vista Fire jumped into action.
By that point, I was just out of the way. I just made a bad decision. If I'd have known they were upstairs, I would have gotten them out. But I didn't want to get stuck. I just hoped they were downstairs, and they weren't. I was holding it together fairly well until I saw them bring Mosey outside. And that's when I knew that they were gone. I flipped a coin and I chose wrong. And we lost our buddies.
The Blades lost their 4 family dogs, including Allie's service dog in training, with all but one room on the upper floor of their home being burned, and the lower floor, including Josh's workshop for his business, suffering water damage from when the fire was put out.
My first thought was, where am I going to put my family tonight?
Laura called a close friend for help.
I said, I need you right now. She's like, okay, what is it? And I said, the house is burning down. I need somewhere to put my family tonight. She's like, I got you.
From that point on, the Blades family has received tremendous support from all areas of their lives.
The outpouring of love from every direction, our basketball community, our church community.
I have amazing friends that are here and at school, teachers even, that stopped me in the hallways and took my hand and prayed with me and for me and said that they were there to help.
And I've taught in Bentonville for 24 years, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade, all at Sugar Creek. And just so many of my former families, my current families, hopefully future families reaching out to me and just being so genuine and sincere.
And even though the Blades have a lot to do to get back to normal life,
where we go from here is we just get to work.
It starts with the support of their community behind them.
The outpouring of love from our community was just, I cannot say enough good things about them.
I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to go through something like this and not have anyone. And we're incredibly blessed.